Hi guys, and welcome back to another Madden 17 Tuesday night drafts. And not sure what I'm going to do with today's draft. Might go with a defensive team, might go with a full offense team. I'm just going to see who the draft gives us, and hopefully we can get a very good, very high rated team. I don't know if anyone's actually ever got a 90 rated draft yet, but if it's going to happen, this is the best way to start. We've got Michael Vick, first pick. Could go with Dak Prescott because I've used Vick before and I haven't actually used Dak, but I'll definitely take the Michael Vick in there. On this pick, I think a lot of people will go with Sean Taylor, but I think you get free safeties more often than you get left ends. So I'm going to go with two tall Jones there, just because of the height. I think if you can put him into a zone or something, or a QB spy, and you're going to come up against a lot of Vicks, he'll definitely be good in there. Going to go with Trey Flowers here. Could go with Alford, but once again, you're more likely to get high-rated corners than you are D linemen. So I'll save the corner position for later. This one, could go with a lineman or Vernon Davies. I'll go with Vernon Davies just because it's nice to get a good, fast tight end in there, and he's definitely fast. This pick has to be Bobby Wagner in there. Just absolutely great user card, and even if you're not using him, he does a good job over the middle. Could get someone fast just to put him behind him and have him as our sort of roaming middle linebacker, making the plays over the middle. This pick here, not as exciting, just going to pick up the left tackle. I think it's a bit more important than right guard in this situation. And there is the cornerback, Golson. Obviously, he's only 5'9", so jump balls he will not be good at, but everything else he should be pretty damn good at. He looks like a pretty good card. Someone I've actually thought of picking up in my Ultimate Team series. Kenny Britt as well. Someone who, I'm not sure how he got that 92. I don't think he was incredible this year, unless I know the season was a little while ago and I'm forgetting something, but I don't remember him standing out particularly well. Then a lot of the season stars actually didn't. KJ Wright in that pick, and I'm going to have to get Mawson in this pick because I don't want to Nua just because his route running is so low. And we're moving on to the final 5 picks. Hopefully we can get something good here. And there's that free safety. Obviously Sean Taylor would have been better and we could have got the left end there, but Tall Jones, never used him yet. Hopefully he'll do a job for us. Lawrence Timmons, definitely someone I'm not going to get. He's way too slow. So we're going to go with Randall Cobb as our wide receiver. Moving on to the final 3 picks. And we get a gold round. That is really not what we needed. A left outside backer we do need, but I think in a 3-4 Kendricks isn't going to be that good. His block shed's way too low. So I'm going to go with Hall there as the strong safety. Hopefully these last 2 picks don't let us down. We did need a running back, but he's the lowest one on the board there. I'm still going to go with Armand Green. It could go a Singletary and use a him or Wagner, but we do need a running back. Could have got Le'Veon Bell actually, so that probably was the wrong decision. I'm going to go with Darius Slay. But do let me know how you guys would have drafted differently down in the comments. I'm pretty happy with that team. 88 overall is not bad. It's not the best, but it is pretty good. Looks like the defense is going to be very solid. Get some nice pass rush in there and things like that. But 88 overall. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. Like if you have. But for now, we'll jump into the gameplay. So guys, this team actually played pretty damn well. As you can see, there's the team. We actually came up against teams we were outclassed by every single round. We got Lynch, Matt Ryan and Keenan Allen there. And Matt Ryan, actually, you don't think of him as a fast mobile QB, but some of these plays you will see in this game, he is very mobile. He plays insanely well. But first play, going to roll out with Vic. Make him think he has to put a spy on every play, which will definitely make the game easier for us, or it should make the game easier for us. He didn't actually put a spy at all, so could take that back potentially, but I thought it would make him put a spy in quite a lot if I was going to put Michael Vick and just roll out with him all the time. People tend to do that and it leaves a big part of the field open. So first lot of downs, we turn the ball over, we have to punt it, but we do get the ball right back and on his 6-yard line. He does get a goal line stop and forces us to a field goal, but you know, I'll take that. Defense was looking pretty solid. Offense was looking absolutely terrible, as is a theme in this draft. The offense just didn't click whatsoever. I'm not used to having a mobile QB like Vic. I usually have McNair, who is pretty mobile, but his throwing stats are so good I tend to just sit in the pocket, take a hit or two, and then throw the ball out. But someone who actually ends up probably being the MVP, besides Bobby Wagner, but I'm using him, so that could be any card, is Mauluga there, who just, he's not fast, he's not good in zone coverage, but he made so many plays this draft, as you will see. He's very good at stopping the run, and I was just so surprised by him. I mean, Tootle Jones, I don't think did too much this draft. I'm not sure how many plays he's actually in on. I don't know if I actually substituted him in too many plays. That might be him there, actually. I'm not exactly sure. I thought he'd stand out with his height a little bit more, but I didn't notice any of my linemen making plays, to be perfectly honest. So drafting them was near enough useless. I mean, they are run stoppers, but in the draft, not many people run the ball. And if they do, things like that happen. I mean, your linebackers deal with it. So what I'm thinking now on, I will, still draft linemen, but not as often. I think I'll pick up the other players as a much higher priority. Force my opponent to 4th and 20 there after we got the user pick, or the pick 6, and going to call a nice safe punt there. Could have been absolutely destroyed if I didn't there, but I'll take it. And we're going to try and score an offensive touchdown. First play, we are going to throw a pick. Fortunately, Amon Green chases it down, but we gave the ball away straight away. So offensively, we have been terrible. Defensively, we've been locking up pretty nicely. We've got the nice user over the middle, and that's Golson. Obviously, he looks absolutely tiny, and he nearly gets chased down by Matt Ryan. So as I was saying, Matt Ryan's not slow. I mean, Golson has 90-odd speed. Matt Ryan nearly caught him up and got a shoestring tackle in there, but we do get another pick 6. This one was a 85-yarder, I think. And Golson, definitely someone I'm going to think about picking up just for the speed. I mean, a lot of people on my team obviously will have better receivers than my opponent has had here. But he did a very, very good job for me. So we're 16-0 up, and on offense, we've only scored 3 points. So I'm very happy with the defense here. That play there, he was called out of bounds. He was definitely in bounds. If you go back and watch it again, he was so in bounds. I wanted to show a screenshot of it, but I thought we'd break up the video a bit too much, and you guys probably wouldn't appreciate that. So we're going to continue, and we're going to continue with a touchdown from Amon Green there. I knew he was at least going to get to the 2-yard line, but he did miss the tackle. He went for the hit stick instead of the conservative tackle. Ended up not paying off for him, and we finally get our first offensive touchdown after nearly 2 whole quarters of football and 4 offensive possessions, I think it was. So not doing too well on offense this draft. As you can see, 4th and 1. I'm going to fake the blitz. I'm going to use it nicely over the middle, and that's Bobby Wagner coming up with a pick again. That's why you get him in the team, just because he's such a good user card. He's so quick and nimble, and his agility just plays so well as a user card. I tend to pick him up literally wherever I can, and we end up winning the game after he quits. But we're coming up against Michael Vick this time, so I know I'm in for the same treatment that I was giving my opponent last game. Rolling outside the pocket, I'm going to have to put a spy in wherever I can. And to keep up the theme of this draft of my offense being absolutely terrible, I am going to throw it straight to X here, straight to Willie Brown, because he was wide open, and give my opponent the first possession. And with the first possession, he chooses to absolutely shred me. As you can see, he's got a few people wide open over the middle there. I was going to try and lay a hit stick, but I thought I'll just go for the conservative tackle. Otherwise, he will be, if I miss it, he'll be gone. And he's going to continue to rip me to shreds. Don't know why I was so slow on the user there. I think I might have been Mauluga instead of Wagner actually there, so that was why. He rolls out this play here, perfect. I mean, he rolls out, draws my players in, and throws to the back of the end zone and gets a very, very good touchdown. I thought on this offensive drive, I was very worried that he was going to absolutely demolish me. But I'm going to turn on the wheels with Vic, and something he couldn't deal with was me rolling out. Couldn't believe he gambled on the run there. I thought it was 4th and 2. I hadn't actually run the ball yet this game, so I thought he's going to gamble on me going for a pass. I didn't, and he's going to punish me yet again, throwing absolute dots. So it looks like we're going to go down 2 possessions, and he gets ball at half. So I was pretty worried at this point. Nearly get a user there. If I was a little bit taller, Bobby Wagner's one weakness is he's only 6 foot tall, but stuff like this he's good at. Very, very good tackler. So he went for it on 4th and goal. Not sure why. I mean, well, I know why he did, because he was just scoring an offense on will, throwing at will. But we do stop him, and we are sort of making an offensive drive here. I was going to try and just slowly work my way out of the field in this one. Not play risky passes, just going to play it nice and safe up the field. Throw to people who are absolutely wide open. Maybe mix a run in here and there. And as you can see, Wide open yet again, Armand Green, just absolutely breezing off a tackle from Deion Sanders there. And that was something I was also trying to abuse. Just throw it sort of to Armand Green, who's just coming out the backfield, and he's only going to have Deion to beat. He'll get off that tackle so easily. And he should get very good yardage on his gains, because Deion will only have one help on his side of the field. Who will be the safety, who will be deep. So once again, I thought I was wide open. Somehow Willie Brown gets the pick there. I've absolutely no idea how he got that pick, and I was pretty fuming at that point when he got that pick. Didn't expect it to happen whatsoever. And he also my tackle warps through him. I swear I hit him on the tackle. They must have dived just a split second too early. And he's going to keep driving down the field. So he's picking nice passes. I'm covering everything I can. I knew he was going to roll out and run forward there. I cut way too far to the left and give him a huge alley just to run down. Vic doesn't fumble, surprisingly. And once again, he's in our red zone. He goes for the field goal and he misses. And that is huge in this game, as you will see. So it's still 7-0. It's just coming towards the second quarter. I'd be happy with a field goal here because he gets bought at half, as I said earlier. All I'm going to do, I'm just going to make, once again, try and play it safe. Saying that, probably would have fumbled with Vic there if he went for the hit stick. But I'm just going to play it safe. I saw the left-hand side was going to be wide open. I'm going to try it again. See how the line holds up in the blocking. He does shift his line to attack from the right. So I know there's going to be a hole on the left. There is a nice hole there. And once again, I'm just going to run out of bounds with Vic. Pick up the yardage and leave me with 3 yards to get the first down. And I'm going to go safe crossing routes. Once again, wide open. I think that was Kenny Britt there. That was one of the few things he actually did. As you can see, I'm only 7 for 11 in the passing game here. Not picking my passes very well. I wasn't picking my passes very well early on. Since then, I think I had pretty much 100% completion. Nearly get it there. But we are 7 for 12 and I'm going to take my field goal. I know at this point I can't risk trying to get the first down because his defence was pretty much locking me up and he was picking me apart with the passes. But I am sort of starting to feel his offence. I know he likes getting a deep shot over the middle. He doesn't really play to the crossing routes very often, which is rare in Ultimate Team. I think that was something sort of he maybe trained himself not to do, just to play the slants all the time. People will gamble on it and leave the deep posts wide open, which is what I was playing here. Making sure he can't get anything deep. If he wants, a little dump off route, he can have it. I'm just going to play over in the middle and make sure I use everything myself. Very nice pick there. And if I hadn't spun, that was a very easy pick 6. But what I'm going to do here, key on this play, he brings his safety in. So he's 1-on-1 on the right hand side. I know if I give Davis an up and out route, the cornerback will follow my receiver and he'll be wide open as he is. And we get him for the touchdown. And for some reason, after this touchdown, my opponent thought, I've had enough of this and I'm going to leave. So we do end up winning the draft. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. Drop a like if you have. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Lots more Madden content coming out. And I will hopefully see you guys soon.